What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video here on this epic Europe trip. Today we're at Parque Madrid, out in the middle of a desert. I cannot make this up. It is more desert-like than the surroundings to Magic Mountain. It is so desolate out here. Yet there's a massive amusement park with some incredible roller coasters. I'm so excited for Parque today, guys. One of these said coasters is Batman Gotham City Escape, which just recently opened this year, and I have heard unbelievable reviews, so I am obviously very excited to ride that. As well as that, we've got Stunt, one of the last giant inverted boomerangs. We got Superman, a really cool B&M floorless coaster. We got a Batman clone here. A really underrated lineup from the looks of it. You ready for this?
Guys, I've been waiting for this park my whole life. I'm very excited.
Getting out here with public transit was a bit of a doozy, I have to say. A little bit of a process, but nonetheless, we're out here and I cannot wait. Should be worth it. Awesome looking entrance. Fun fact, this used to be a Six Flags park, and I believe they even opened the property. It'll be interesting to see what resembles a Six Flags park here. I've heard it's a step up operationally, but yeah, should be interesting. There it is. Batman Gotham City Escape right down the midway. Beautiful park so far, and that is a beautiful coaster. We're heading straight there. Cannot wait for Batman. Look at that steep beyond vertical drop. Now, Batman Gotham City Escape got pretty well known in the coaster enthusiast community because it resembles Velocicoaster's top hat right here, and just in general the black track. But I've heard actually the rides are very different. Looking forward to this. It should be running pretty well considering the heat today. It's very, very hot. Nice. We have entered Wayne's Mansion for a little pre-show. The Joker showing off his laughing gas. Fantastic theming in here. We're on Batman in the front. I'm freaking out right now. I'm freaking out. Oh my god.
Oh, Batman! Number 371!
Oh, look at Joker up there.
Control.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! My God! Whoa! 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 Oh, he's pissed! Joker's pissed! Unreal! Shazaya, what was that?
I'm actually not okay.
It has everything. Amazing theming, both in the queue and during the ride. Amazing launches, amazing airtime. Airtime in places you would never expect airtime. That dive loop has airtime. There's dips that have airtime. There's sideways moments that have airtime. This ride is unbelievable. The top hat's great. The trim over the drop is the one trim I've been on that I genuinely loved because the audio is synced up. There's so much anticipation, and because of how steep that drop is, it's way beyond vertical. You are hanging over in the front row. The inversions were amazing. Hang time all over the place. Great positive forces. Great everything. Literally one of the most complete, well-rounded roller coasters I have ever been on. This park knocked it out of the park. If you had thought of coming to Spain for coasters, this pushes the country over the top and makes it a must-do destination for an enthusiast.
I am probably one of the hardest coaster critics out there. I think Mark can attest to that. That was maybe a 10 out of 10 roller coaster. I loved it. As I heard Mark say, it was well-rounded. That's about the best way I could describe that ride.
As well-rounded as Velocicoaster, I would say.
I'm dumbfounded.
I like Velocicoaster more after a first ride. However, I would say that is as well-rounded as Velocicoaster. If we're talking theming, layout, forces, everything in between, that is a phenomenal coaster, and it's one of the only roller coasters where I think really meets every single criteria that makes a great roller coaster, along with the likes of Velocicoaster, as well as Fly at Phantasialand, the shortest cannon at Hansa Park, and etc. That is so amazing. Up next, coaster number 2 at Park Warner is going to be Superman. This is a B&M floorless coaster and one of the largest in fact, so I'm really looking forward to this. 15-minute wait, much better than the hour we just waited for Batman, so awesome. So we're on Superman, the park's massive B&M floorless coaster, and this is interesting because we waited like so long for Batman, and this is a walk-on. But check this out, it's totally a desert around here, it's so weird. All right, here we go, down the first drop. Oh, it's a straight drop too. Whoa! So much right now. Whoa! This thing is forceful as hell. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that was a really nice floater. Okay. This thing is so shaky though for a B&M. Wow, that thing is... Oh, it's still going! Whoa! Awesome layout, good forces, but very shaky. Hey, Josiah has a new favorite floorless coaster.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was really fun. Really nice layout. Personally, it's not my favorite floorless, but it's probably in the top 3. I found the layout to be excellent and the forces to be quite good. However, my one takeaway with that was I did find it to be one of the shakier floorless coasters. And to me, it's kind of like the scream of this park at Magic Mountain. In the sense that it's very not popular. I mean, it didn't have any line around the ride, not the layout, but just around the ride was deteriorating. The queue was odd. Paint was ripping off. That coaster really desperately needs a repaint. Again, that kind of thing doesn't bother me so much, so I still really enjoyed the ride. I think it's an excellent supporting coaster for this park. If they took better care of that, yeah, it would be really awesome. I will say just the attention to detail on Batman compared to like something like that, and even the cruise. I mean, here their operations are so slow. Batman, they're hustling, and yeah, it's just a night and day difference. You can see the future of this park, it looks very bright. The past, they probably should go back and update, but nonetheless, it's a great ride. Really enjoyed it. Up next, we're walking to the giant inverted Boomerang stunt fall. You can kind of see it peeking out over the trees here. This is a clone of Aftershock at Silverwood, which is a ride that I love. So I'm looking forward to this very much. One of the only giant inverted boomerangs currently operating. It's gonna be great. Oh my God. This is so intense! Oh my God! I'm burning out so hard! Oh my God! Oh! Okay. This ride is so ridiculous. I can't believe this whole thing. Oh no! Oh! My Jesus, ridiculous ride. Hi guys, how you hanging? Those rides make absolutely no sense. The giant inverted boomerangs make no sense. They're technologically just ridiculously complicated, probably insanely expensive to maintain because it's a model that's no longer in production, and it's a very crazy looking thing. Look at this. It's huge, and it's very extremely insanely intense. Probably the most intense coaster in the park, actually by a large margin, but I absolutely love it. Like I said, it's a clone of Aftershock, a coaster I adore, and yeah, it's just as good. Up next, it's time to do something a little bit different. We're going to be checking out the Parque Stunt show. I believe they also have this at Movie Park Germany, which is a very similar park owned by the same operator and used to both be Warner Brothers parks. However, I never got to do the one at Movie Park Germany, so this will be really interesting. I've heard it's a great show, and I don't always watch shows when I come to theme parks due to time constraints, but we're actually doing right on time. We're getting the credits in really well. So I think we're going to make time to watch a show, do all the other credits, and then it's time for re-rides on Batman for the rest of the day. That was one of the most impressive stunt shows I have ever seen in my entire life. Josiah was freaking out the whole time because he's hella into cars.
Yeah, that was sick.
The effects, the stunts themselves, the actors, it was all really awesome. Oh no, coming up is Coaster Express, widely considered by many to be one of the worst roller coasters on the planet. Definitely one of the worst wooden coasters, let alone just coasters period. And I'm ashamed to say that we have to wait 35 minutes for this piece of junk. Oh my God, we are on Coaster Express on a wheel seat.
I think it'll be great. Look, it's kind of a terrain coaster too.
Hey, and if they retract some of it, then it might not be so bad. I think we spotted some fresh track. No, dude, don't be. I've heard this is so bad.
Oh, I'm getting straight airtime.
I'm gonna like rise my body up.
I'm actually so hyped.
Oh God.
No.
So much. I mean, so far it's tolerable, I guess. Oh! Oh, the sounds. Look at it shake. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh, shoot. I hate this company, dude. RCCA sucks.
But
redeeming qualities.
I
mean, I don't think it's as bad as like Some say it's not the
it
worst
wasn't
coaster in the
bad,
world.
it was just stupid.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. No airtime, no good forces. It is really rough too. Yeah, that was terrible.
That was a stupid ride.
Probably the worst coaster of the trip so far. It didn't do anything.
That was a very tough ride.
Okay, I mean, it wasn't as bad as I expected because it wasn't bad for the reasons we thought it would be bad, which was it wasn't horribly rough. It was rough, don't get me wrong. Didn't jackhammer out too much, especially when you keep your butt off the seat, you kind of lift yourself a little bit. It's not terrible, it absorbs some of the blows. But it's bad in the sense that it literally doesn't do anything force-wise. No airtime, no good positive G's. It just doesn't do anything. The ride sucks. If you RMC'd that, oh my god, the best 1-2 punch literally ever. Up next is actually not a coaster, it's Rio Bravo, which is a log flume, but I've heard I have to do this when I came here. It's apparently one of the best log flumes out there. Oh my god, this looks awesome. Look at this rock work. The texture on this is actually really amazing. And this drop is super steep too. Everyone's telling me that like we needed to do this log flume. Normally I won't go out of my way to do a log flume if I don't already know it's going to be great. But yeah, this looks incredibly fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what surprises there are. There's probably a drop here coming up in the darkness. I'm not sure though. Oh, it's a Europe flume. Backward section's coming up. Josiah, you've never done a backwards flume, have you? Well. Oh shoot.
Yeah, this is unique for me.
Oh, we're gonna get soaked, aren't we?
Yeah, we probably are. Yeah.
Oh! 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 Oh no! That was awesome! There was an airtime hill and then a second hill. What in the world happened? That was so cool. I've never done a log flume that has 2 consecutive airtime hills like that.
That was cool.
That was
now
amazing.
I see why coaster count has that potentially listed as a credit.
Yeah, I wouldn't count it, but I understand the argument as to counting that.
I wouldn't count it either.
Got another turntable right here. Hopefully you guys can hear me and the water isn't blocking the audio. That was one of the best drop sequences on the live.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Welcome to Dodge City. They built a whole little town for this ride. Look at that. Wow.
That's actually really cool.
That is awesome. There's a post office. A bunch of old rustic houses.
Someone comment if Six Flags or Parque or NATO to this.
I think the latter. I can't imagine Six Flags building something like this. Not to mention it's an intimate. Wow. Here we go. This is gonna be something.
All right.
This is going to be something. Brace yourself.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh! That was a soaker.
That was a soaker.
Whoa. Great log flume. Really enjoyed that. One of the best.
That was a soaker.
Well, we just got a ride on Rio Bravo. Josiah, your first time experiencing one of those crazy backwards European log flumes.
Sure was. It's pretty interesting. I saw the turntable. I was wondering what they could be doing with that. And then, yeah, we took it backwards. And, you know, this one was unique. It had a pop of airtime.
Actually, 2 pops of airtime.
2 pops. And
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was actually decent airtime.
Let alone backwards. So that was really cool. And of course the final drop's always fun. But really, it was that part that really stole the show. I really like that town they built as well for the ride. Really cool ride. It's time for my last ride on Batman Gotham City Escape. I'm riding solo on this one. I paid extra to do it a 3rd time before heading out. Just rode a Josiah in the back though. Hopefully it should be kind of a night ride. Oh! Yeah! It's pretty dark out here. Whoa! Let's go! Whoa! Oh, the positive forces. Oh my goodness. Whoa! God! Oh! Whoa! Oh my God! Yeah! Oh! Sideways air time! Oh my God! is one of the best roller coasters anywhere in the world. Oh my God. Fell head over heels for that ride. Phenomenal coaster. Oh, incredible way to end a day here at Parque Warner Madrid. Sorry, Jokers, it is what it is. Wrapped up a day at Parque Warner Madrid with an awesome second to front row ride on Gotham City Escape, one of the best coasters in the world. That is an unbelievable ride. Absolutely adore that coaster with every fiber of my being. Josiah and I both agree that was a very underrated park, huh?
Yeah, that very quickly made my top 10, even after just 2 rides. Mark got a third, I only went twice. But I thought it was phenomenal. As Mark mentioned earlier, and as we might have said, I think that's a perfect example of just a well-rounded coaster.
And I enjoyed pretty much everything we did today. The rides are really deep ride lineup, even aside from the headliner. Like, the supporting coasters are really great. The show was awesome, food was good. Overall, it was just a great park. Operations could have been a little bit better, but it's kind of what I was expecting from a Spaniard park at this point. Also, I'm kind of losing my voice, so I wonder how that's gonna affect me later in the trip. I guess we'll only find out. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video from a surprise park. Haven't really revealed it yet, but it's gonna be pretty awesome. So yeah, peace out, guys.